we had. Through the good times that made us laugh away the man. Who got me on harmony? Although we get to see the window. You think I would know the words to this by now because I sing this every time we come to the end of the road with every series that I do. I did it last year at the end of Insecure season 4. You think I would know the words by now, and I still don't. It is what it is. Hello, family. Welcome. We are gathered here today for the finale, the season finale of Wandavision. I want to thank you for sharing this time in this season with me. I want to thank you for being here for each and every episode. I want to thank my patrons for getting the exclusive episodes as well. What a journey. To be honest, the last 2 episodes just weren't giving for me. What I always encourage all of you to do is make up your own theories, make up your own mind. I am not the end all be all. I'm just someone who loves film. I'm just someone who loves writing film and TV. My ideas are my own. They belong to Just Latasha and Just Latasha only. I don't want to lead y'all down a narrow street. I want you to use your own minds and explore. I encourage you to explore and unravel the story for yourselves. I love hearing your different theories. But it's the end of the road. Him harmonies. Till I can't let go. It's unnatural. Hey, Barty with the first comment. What's up? Khaled, a patron. How you doing? What's up to Iana? To Pets Goldie. Hi, Jay. What's up, CJ? I see my patrons in here today. Oh, back is like you never left. Hi, Joy. Thank you so much for putting the hearts in the comments as is required here. What are you new? Throw some hearts up in the chat, y'all. This is a love room. Y'all know how we get it. Hey. It seems like y'all like the finale. I just have some parts to drag, only because I've raised so many questions while I've watched the entire series, and I don't feel like the finale answered any of them. Like it's just very that, but we definitely will go down. If you're not following me on social media, please go ahead and do so. I'm Just Latasha on Instagram, Just Latasha 404 on Twitter. You guys get bi-monthly live dissections exclusive to Patreon only. Patreon.com/JustLatasha. We went live yesterday, exclusive video to dissect the season premiere, season 4 of Snowfall. Asking some very morally complex questions, and we really went down and dug in. Now, my patrons know me. They know me a little better and stronger than a lot of people. So they be ignoring me when I ask questions, but low-key, we really do be having deep conversations when we do go there. So I stand just as much to keep it real with you. The finale beat my ass. They said theories, kiss my ass, okay? Theories who? They threw out every single theory I thought I had down pat. And you know what? Listen, sometimes you gotta humble yourself. You don't know every goddamn thing. Who am I speaking to? Me. The double Virgo who thinks she knows everything. Let's see who else we got up in here. Hi, Benia. Hi, Mara Cherise, my patrons. Amon, hello. I love these hearts that you chose. Cow Y, yes. Love it. Some new people in the room. I love it. All right. So this finale, as we're getting ready to dive in, this felt really grounded is a nice word that I'm going to land on. It felt really grounded compared to everything that it seemed to be setting up. So I have questions. I'm going to have a lot of questions tonight. If y'all have any insight, if y'all have theories of your own, if you have any answers to what may be going on, I implore you, throw it in the chat. All right. Is we ready? We're going to dive right in. Bernice already dragged and said, I don't know why I thought mutants would come this early in the game. Okay, Bernice, damn, drag us. Tadeo says this was very self-contained. Joy says there was a lot of hype about Doctor Strange showing up, so it was disappointing that there were no special cameos. And speaking of which, I actually watched the official DisneyPlus episode 9 season finale trailer, and Doctor Strange was in the trailer. But it was nowhere to be found in season. You know what? Y'all said y'all ready, so let's do it. I like to start with some opening visuals here. The witch Agnes versus Wanda, full-on brawl, beating ass down to the Westview, okay? And as Wanda tries to beat up on some Agnes, all she does is absorb the powers and get stronger, taking life force from Wanda. Anybody else see that crusty ass hand and think Lovecraft Country? It's nice to see when Black-led shows inspire others. Come on, this was a page out of Lovecraft Country book. Now, another page out of a book that I did not put together. This entire series was inspired by The Wizard of Oz. Could have fooled me. I had no idea. I had no idea. When Wanda did a little sleight of the hand, got Agnes from the back of the head with that car, put it in the house, and all we saw was that pair of boots laying from under the house. That was a visual mirror of taking down the Wicked Witch of the East in The Wizard of Oz. So they were showing these parallels between the two stories in many ways throughout the series. How your lead protagonist is just a girl swept up into a dream world who's being harassed by an evil witch, right? There was at one point in some episode where the theater marquee mentions a movie coming up. Some Great Powerful Oz was one of the movie titles of the theater. The parallel where people that were operating in this dream world were actual people from that character's waking life. Like a lot of Wizard of Oz symbolism could have beat me. I don't know. I didn't take notice of that at all. What's up, Yam Kella? Welcome to the room. I didn't know. So, moving on. Let's talk about Blank Vision, who we know due to the post credits of the last episode what side he's on, but Wanda doesn't. Hence, him meeting her for the first time through a reflection. I speak of mirrors and reflections a lot in this dissection series, where if you ever see a character in a reflection, that symbolizes that there is a mask being worn, there is a lie being told, there is an intention being hidden. So we have a Blank Vision in the color white, not to be confused with the color gray, that our beloved Vision that we know and love died. And we said in this series that white is a death color. White is to symbolize death. So we can use this Blank Vision, see he is the color white, for two reasons. Hayward used the actual dead Vision's body to create this new Vision in a blank state. Literally creating this new form crafted from Vision's death. He's got a little blue symbol here. Unlike our Vision, who we know with the yellow Mind Stone, we have a blue symbol here. And blue in this series represented the reality world. It represented the outside, anything that's not Westview. It also represented anything belonging to Sword. And you'll see like a lot of greens here in this fight scene because we're having a battle of Wanda's fantasy world, yellow, battling with that outside world, blue. You stick those two together, you get green, the battle between reality and fantasy. Blank Vision's not from here. Agatha ain't from here. So we got to beat ass down to the green. That's really what's just going to happen. But before this Blank Vision's going to do something real terrible, Real Vision comes in, saving her, and they agree Vision and Wanda will fight to keep their home in Westview. Baby, we are starting off this episode still in denial. One time I took a swim in denial. Not y'all calling him the store brand Vision. Now, matter of fact, he was a little evil. We're going to let it slide. We're going to let it slide, the Caucasian Vision. We know our Vision's a Negro, okay? He is made of the blackest vibranium. I don't care what he turns into when he got to go to work. Our Vision, Technicolor, that man's a negress, okay? And we know that. So yes, Caucasian Vision came in here disturbing the peace. I also want to bring attention to this. This is the 9th episode. And number 9 in numerology, which appears a lot in many shows. Number 9 in numerology means the end of a cycle. Because a change is gonna come. A change gonna come. We are at the end. Let's keep that in mind because that's gonna come back up later. Not the code switching and the colonizer. All right, chat. All right, chat. So something has been left unanswered, and I'm jumping into the chat for this. Let's talk about Hayward. I want to jump into the chat to see what are we thinking about. And we kind of spoke about this on our very last dissection, but we really didn't come to an answer. So hopefully maybe we thought a little bit more about it since then, but something for me has been left unanswered. There's a fake Vision. Hayward got his own vision, but he's still going ham to defeat Wanda. That's on his to-do list now and today. But my question is this: if Hayward defeats Wanda, then what? Like low-key, if it wasn't for this hex, nobody's even really checking for her. He seems to have this personal gripe against Wanda. Yes, people are like casting spells and their children are upstairs in a room, but like she's not really like doing nothing. So why is it this vision that he's created, this Blank Vision, why did he program that vision to destabilize Wanda Maximoff? That's what he's here for. He don't really care about the people of Westview. He already owns his $3 billion vibranium weapon. Like, what is he doing all this for? And then like, he was in partnership with Monica Rambeau's mom. Like they built that whole thing together. And then suddenly he's going rogue, hyper-focused on Wanda. And then he's hiding his creation of Blank Vision from Sword. So like, what do we do? Like, what is he doing here? And I asked this last time, I was just like, what does he want? He is so hyper-focused on this white woman playing I Love Lucy down to the Jersey. What is Baby's End? What's that? Bernie said, Wanda's literally terrorizing a whole town and she not doing nothing. It's Jersey. We'll live. 49 states. Mara says, Hayward is part of the anti-gifted person brigade. Huh? Brady says, I think that was his first step to end people with powers. So he's starting at Wanda, but he wants to eradicate all of them? Khaled says, Hayward knows that if Wanda finds out about his version of Vision, which is the real Vision material-wise, Wanda would stop at nothing to get him back or prevent Hayward from using Vision as a weapon. So if he doesn't take out Wanda first, she's going to rob him for the Vision that he created. Okay. Bernice is defending Hayward. Girl. Benia, Hayward is just a white man being in everybody's business and trying to co-opt Monica's mom's whole thing. Sound about white to me. I mean, really, I was like, he is obsessed. Like, what is going on? Like, did he sniff it before and then he was mad because he got curved? Like, what happened that he's so on her body? But you guys can see here, showing the colors, who is on what side and what the intentions are, right? He is backed, Hayward in this first top left photo, he is backed by the color white, using the dead Vision's body to go in and infiltrate Westview with malicious, evil as fuck intentions, changing from that white into red. It's a bad, bad man. It's a bad, bad man. Okay, Young Royalty guesses this is Road to Days of Futures Past, which is an X-Men thingy, right? Yeah. Another question for y'all, because I have more questions about what the hell going on. So let's just toss out my biggest theory yet. And you guys were with me. You guys actually gave me the idea, and that's not to blame. I started to research it, and I believed it so hard that I led the brigade. Mephisto was not coming. This season finale was like, ma'am, ixnay on all your theories, eh? My biggest and most proud theory that Mephisto is coming and secretly infiltrating this world alongside Agatha, hiding as her husband Ralph. That whole thing, toss it out. Just toss out my whole thing. Ain't no Mephisto. We were being shown orange for what reason? I don't know. We were being shown these flames and these dead things in red and yellow for about 2-3 episodes. For what? I don't know. Absolutely no reason. So I want to take a look at this presto, the Westview mailman. The animals have nothing to do with nothing. Okay, the animals have absolutely nothing to do with anything. They're simply showing Agatha's powers to transform one thing into another, as she showed Wanda she can do when she was trapped in the basement, right? Here's a little fly. I'm gonna turn it, I'm gonna spin it, I'm gonna spit it out, and she fed her rabbit. So what does matter is the rabbit. That's it, like just the rabbit. It's the singular animal she kept using to transform into all the animals we saw in all of those episodes. Now, listening to you guys introduce me to Mephisto and then diving into MCU fans' theories, I was like, this has to be right, because like all of this is just like making so much sense. Throw it all out, none of it matters. So if the rabbit is simply the extension of Agatha's powers, why are we seeing and making sure to see this mailman marked with the symbol of a rabbit on his hat and on his truck? Of course, the mail system is named Presto, as what a magician would say during a magic trick. And that's when we first met Agatha's rabbit. Episode 2, Wanda and Vision have to put on a talent show of magic tricks for the town. It's going all wrong. That was up to Agatha all along. Why are we seeing this mailman with the Presto, with the rabbit? What does he have to do with anything? Let's get some theories in the chat. Let's get some guesses in the chat. Marvel's going to say it's all wrong anyway. You see how it don't matter? Let's just think and have fun and throw whatever we want in the chat. The rabbit is an animal of Agatha's choice. It is the ownership of Agatha. Wanda's running around in the streets looking for this lady who just disappeared about her boots. And then the mailman says, uh-oh, don't shoot the messenger. as he drives by in this Presto truck. Kiki for free says they gave him too much. Like, this is the laziest character. He's got to come into play later, at least like an Easter egg. Bernice says he is the guy in witness protection. He's always saying, don't shoot the messenger. Was there a witness? Expand. Say more, Bernice. I want to hear more of that. Allison says MCU writers are notorious for their foreshadowing and Easter eggs. We'll look back at the Easter eggs about 5 movies from now and go, oh, they're gonna have to come up, they're gonna have to go faster. They're gonna have to speed it up. Y'all gonna have to speed it up. I may not be here in 5 MCU movies. We need to know the answer now. Brittany says, I really thought he was important, only to be played. And I'm going to complain about that as well, because I have a complaint, a big complaint coming. Young Royalty Productions says, Mailman may be a puppet like Ralph that Agatha used to watch Wanda. And that's where I landed with it, right? Because Wanda is looking for Agatha right here. And this seems to just be an extension of Agatha's eyes and ears the way Peter was, right? If I'm not actually around, then I'm going to send Peter to your house. And you so sad you fell for it. You didn't even know who he was. Like, but to do all this detail and all this symbolism for it to mean next to nothing, or for it to mean like 1% of something, like that is so frustrating. That is so frustrating. That's what I think. Randy says the rabbit is her son, Nicholas Scratch. You two MCU advanced to me because I don't know what that means, but I know you're not wrong. I just wish I knew what that meant. I personally do not. I was thinking that too, Kiki, who says the mailman might be a puppet, but we didn't see any jewelry. I was thinking, is she wearing this mailman like a costume, the way she wore her witch costume in the Halloween episode? But I was like, no, because the mailman is actually a person that we do see later. So I think at most, he's just an eyes and ears representing Agatha. I don't know. All right, let's move forward. We learn more of the prediction of the creation of Scarlet Witch in Agatha's magic book. Now, this is from the collider.com. This magic book that Agatha relies all of her spells on is called the Darkhold, right? This is the witch book that she's using. And the thing to know about the Darkhold, aka the Book of the Damned, is that it's a very bad book full of very bad spells made by a very bad god. And Agatha in this scene warns Wanda that her power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme, which is another name for Doctor Strange. You may be more powerful than Doctor Strange. And this book of very bad things said you'd be here. What I really appreciated in this scene as well are these squeaky clean cleanup ads. There was about 3 of them. They kept changing. And to me, that reminded me of the Lagos paper towel commercial a few episodes back when it was cleaning up that red liquid, the Lagos commercial. That was a symbol of her trauma for the mess she made back in Africa. So we saw that paper towel commercial representing the harm that she caused in Africa. And now that she's in this other battle where Agatha is reminding her of the pain she's causing the people of Westview, we see another cleaning ad. And we see this cleaning ad behind Agatha when Agatha says to her, It's your destiny to destroy the world. Fate. It is your fate to destroy the world. So if a very bad book full of very bad spells made by a very bad God said that you were on your way, and you are making a mess in the world, you're grieving the trauma, the pain that you cause others. It seems like further down this Wanda story universe, the battle will start to become between herself, how she can be good, and where she goes evil. Because it seems that she doesn't really have a grasp on the pain she causes everyone else. And even when she is aware of those moments, she doesn't handle it well. So if Doctor Strange is coming and her powers are more powerful than he is, and she don't have a good grasp on her good versus her evil, there's just going to be a mess to be cleaned up. There is going to be a mess to clean up. Thank you. Ain't Nunny says, quick backtrack. In a previous episode, you pointed out that she took a pill called Nexus. It might be a nod to her being one of the Nexus beings. Now, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds right. I literally started learning about Wanda in this universe just for this series. So y'all be saying stuff that y'all have the information on already. I don't, but it sounds right and I like it. I like it. Brittany D says, I wonder if the Darkhold is the official way to connect the MCU with the Marvel TV shows. Dun, dun, dun. Kiki for free says, Wanda, good, battling Scarlet, inner evil. I like it. I like it. We'll see. We'll see. Because Marvel be telling me all the time, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So let's look at the mess she made. Let's look at the mess she made. Because in her grief, she's made a mess of the people of Westview. And she's finally being held accountable, fully accountable, when Agatha wakes them all up. And y'all know what Wanda did? Let me tell you what Wanda did. She blamed Agatha. Wanda, I will smack you with the teeth because now you're playing dense. You blame Agatha. You're doing this. You're making them say this. Ma'am, come on with it. We in episode 9. Still in denial. And then when they tell her, point blank, we're exhausted. When you let us sleep, we have your nightmares. Your grief is poisoning us. Please just let us die. She rewrites their feelings. No, you're okay. You're at peace. You feel good. I probably would have swung. I just would have had to test the waters and see if I could just get one lick in because she's trying me now, right? You got my babies upstairs. They can't come downstairs for dinner. I haven't had my own mind in months. I don't even know what episode we on. We ain't even stopped by the Fresh Prince. Like, there's so much to be mad at. And you gonna look me in my face and tell me I'm fine? I would have just real quick. And then, my bad, Wanda, my bad. You just made me, you're right. You made me upset. Right? But think about that. Think about how many hurt people and lack the accountability. Hey, I know you're not feeling good, or I know you're going through a hard time, but I don't like the way you're speaking to me. I don't like the way you're treating me. I don't like the way this is going down because you're going through X, Y, and Z. And what do? Well, no, because if you didn't do that, then I wouldn't have did this. And if you would have did and it turns into this circle of lack of accountability that pisses me off personally. So Wanda, like so many people with unhealed trauma, all that projecting. Now that's y'all. That's y'all. Look around, please. Wanda, do me a favor. Look around. This is all your fault. And all that projection ignites her powers, putting them in a chokehold. Looking exactly like that spill from Lagos. Looking exactly like that spill from Lagos. Come on. Come on. Does she really not know what she's doing? She seemed fully cognizant if she would exit out the hex or face a threat. Come on, say that. You only want to know when it's comfortable for you. Then when your butt is to the fire, it's Y'all know what kind of people do that. They look just like Wanda. I'm not gonna say it. Y'all know what kind of people do that. Thank you so much, Shenandoah, for the super chat. Thank you. That's so sweet. Callie said, mo to the, neat to the. I wish. And we are at a crux. Westview cannot live without the citizens as prisoners, and Wanda's family cannot live without Westview. She has a choice to make. And in this very particular time, she chooses her family. Sorry, y'all got to stay. Westview closed. Boop. Still in denial. One time I took a swim in denial. Let's just also destroy my theory of Dottie. That's totally ruined. I believe it was a Patreon exclusive episode where I ran down my theory of Dottie and how she is the missing agent that Jimmy Woo was looking for to start this whole thing. That's also like never been addressed or answered. Like that, like once we got Monica in and the beekeeper came out and we started getting the ball rolling, that kind of, is it me or did I miss that? The reason why Jimmy Woo was here because an agent went in the hex and they never saw him again. They went to go look for them. And I thought it was Dottie. Did we ever answer who the missing agent was, or was it the beekeeper and I thought something else? A. Barty says Dottie's mad regular. Let me tell you something, that the actress who played Dottie spoke out and said she felt bad because this is simply what Marvel does to its fans. They just trick them for no reason. She doesn't mean anything. She only existed to get us excited about something just so Marvel could be like, it was nothing. Just like this entire goddamn series. Oh, Elle says, I thought they said Vision was the missing agent. Wanda told Dottie there could only be one Karen in this town. Yamkella, the beekeeper just came back. And they dug him up, they came back, and then that was it. That was it. That was just to show us like what changes from the outside, how it changes once it enters the hex. Then they kept it. Yeah, that's what happened to the beekeeper, y'all. That was it. All right, Nani, see you, boo. Okay, I think we put it together. Dee Dee says Jimmy went to Westview because a person in witness protection went missing. And y'all said the witness protection person was the mailman. Huh? Was that it? Oh, Dee Dee says the witness protection person was never missing. The hex cut off that person's communication to the FBI, which is why Jimmy showed up. When the hex goes away, the person is no longer missing and communication can be reestablished. I'm gonna have to watch my own replay because I don't know what the hell going on. But anyway, I'm so mad that Dottie don't mean nothing. Quickly, she also, I think that's what's going on right now, Callie. We all trying to figure out what the heck is going on with the witness protection. Anyway, Dottie also mentions the children, right? And we only ever saw the children during the Halloween episode because the children are allowed to come downstairs and play just to serve the community for her own 2 damn kids. Other than that, they are imprisoned in their rooms, not allowed to come out. So who else is trapped in the room? Monica, like a goddamn child, trapped in the room. My biggest letdown yet, Ralph isn't important at all as well. He is not Mephisto. This is just the next door neighbor who we've known as Peter, who is under Agatha's spell. Ralph Boner. Just a middle-aged actor whose name is a nod to a joke from some 90s sitcom that one of the MCU writers really liked. That's the great and powerful Ralph. Okay, don't look behind the curtain. Wizard of Oz reference. I don't know. When we met Agatha, she joked that she and Ralph's anniversary was June 2nd. So that's a double entendre, okay? A nod to her witchy power and overtaking Ralph next door. Bada boom, bada bing. Y'all said this is whack, whack, whack. I'm sorry. Okay, Khaled, all right. This was the only disappointment for me. Ralph ain't nobody. I had so many disappointments. I'm actually gonna go here with it because I have a big issue, okay? I have a big issue. Y'all know how big I am on color theory. Y'all know colors mean things. If you're gonna give me a color, it's going to mean something. Black and white didn't mean nothing. Gray meant a little bit. Orange meant absolutely nothing. Brown meant absolutely nothing. But I have an issue here because purple means a mother effing thing. We know Agatha's power to be purple. Okay? So why in the blueberry fuck would you give Monica purple powers on the way in when she discovers what she can do? When Monica discovered her powers and passed through the hex a 3rd time, changing her DNA, turning her into a superhuman person who landed stealthily, she saw a purple Westview, which led me to believe, along with the song, that it was Agatha all along, that this was Agathavision. I thought this was Agathavision. She built this whole hex, blamed Wanda, and built this elaborate trap. Agatha ain't even all that. No, it was just Monica's power. It's how she sees beyond her. Okay? Why would they make both Monica and Agatha's power purple? What? Why would you do that? There's mad colors, bro. You could have used orange. You see what I mean? You could have used orange. He's so mad. Monica's power should be white. Like photon energy, bro. Like inspired by the death of her mom, white. Like I came into here as Geraldine with the white pants, white. Like I gotta work with these white fools every day, white. The Black Panther says the magic in Wakanda is purple. It's just a Marvel thing. All power is purple. Okay. Okay, Joy, thank you for this breakdown. Monica's power is that she absorbs power. So when her eyes turn purple, it's because she is understanding the purple power. Got it. Got it. Wish they would have. I just wish they would have. Mara says Monica sees spectrums of color. Kala says also Monica's eye color changes depending on her power. She'll have gold eyes later on, which we're definitely going to get to because did y'all see her absorb anything in here? She just kept getting her ass beat. My programming directive is to destroy the vision. So Here's my theory on Hayward. Because it's the season finale and nothing matters. Here's what I think Hayward's big deal is and why he's so obsessed with her. Here's the thing. What his actual plan is, what he tells Jimmy Woo, what's going on. Blank Vision will destroy Technicolor Negro. Then use Blank Vision's body as proof to Sword, saying, see, look at the security footage. Wanda stole the Vision's body and I found it and I took her down. See, this is what happens when niggas want to be you. And this is a life lesson for everybody watching on Women's Day. This is really what happens when niggas want to be women because they too afraid to say I'm inspired by you. This is what happens when niggas want to be you, right? He want to be Wanda. And I'm so serious. I am so serious, bro. He wants to be the hero. He copied off her show. He manipulates the security footage the way she blips out and edits the way Wandavision comes through. She got a vision, so he want a vision. He ain't yours. Who is it? Yours? And he wants to be the hero to Sword. Look what I did. Look what I created. Look at it. You want to be Wanda. So if you can pull all this off, if you can get her out of here, you think you're going to be her. You a loser. I'm sorry. You're a loser. Vishon. Many has said Vishon ran him off. Khaled said Hayward probably mad as hell. Agatha all along top of the charts. He wishes that was him. Yo, sorry. Hayward's a loser, bro. This is what happens when men are inspired by women. They try to destroy them instead of learn from them. That's a life lesson. I promise you is true. Let's get here because I need to drag one more time because y'all done brought me. Now I'm upset. I have to drag real quick. Monica's powers turn whatever color the power calls for. Like, okay. But I just really want to have a quick talk with like white people and like white show makers real quick. So, because like Monica like deserves way better. Way better. We barely like attended to her as a person. She was always serving the job or like serving Wanda or serving the little Sword misfits, little Darcy, Jimmy Woo, side pocket Sword to go get their mission to set things right. She was always like serving and giving to other people's desires. And she completely sacrifices herself for a wounded white woman she barely knows. Now, I know the MCU fans are going to say, stop making it a race thing. But let me tell you something about the way Black people have to serve and save white folk. She barely knows Wanda. She barely knows her own power. So it's actually kind of wild that for no reason, just because she empathizes with Wanda feels grief and like, I empathize because I felt her grief and my mom's dead too, so I know what she's going. It's kind of wild that a woman who don't even know what she is yet will jump in front of 3 bullets to save a wounded white woman's kind of fake babies. Because she could have really died here. And then if she did, for what? Dear white people and white showmakers, seeing like bulletproof Black bodies is not the flex you think it is. I don't want to see nobody get shot, bro. Like, y'all could have created any kind of power. Monica's Black ass jumped in front of 3 bullets to save these babies for what? And I get what this was supposed to be, right? Because when we first met her at Geraldine, and she was wearing the blue vest and the white shirt and the white and blue fish pants, that was because her bulletproof vest turned into that outfit when she went into the Hex, and it still was fully functional as a bulletproof outfit. Even when she brought it back out the Hex, took it back to the store, she shot her own outfit and it was bulletproof. She wasn't in it. She was shooting at an inanimate thing. So now that she's re-entering for the third time, we're trying to show that she herself has become bulletproof. She doesn't need that outfit anymore. It was supposed to be this powerful moment. I get it. I totally get it. But she barely know this lady, dog. She barely been back from the blip. Her mama gone. She don't even know what she is. And she was about to die. She's not even working the job she want to work. Forget that she clocked in mad early. She's supposed to be in space. Y'all still got her on the floor, dog. Like, and she's about to die. And then the babies was bulletproof anyway. So then we would have really lost her for no reason. Alex says, is she a magical black Spanish? What? Bratty, when they already have powers, one can outrun the bullets when he feels like it. And she jumped in front of them babies for what, dog? The here go Presto talking about don't shoot the messenger. Now I'm going to pop you one because Monica took 3. Now I'm going to pop him one. Brittany, they literally took out the whole army of soldiers without breaking a sweat. He came back with a cap and sunglasses on. She jumped in front of 3 bullets for them. Thank you, DJ. I've been waiting for someone to address it. She's been sacrificing so much for Wanda for literally no reason. I don't even know you like that. Now that we've taken care of that, this visual imagery, we went from purple, y'all confused me with the Agatha, now y'all hitting me with the gold with the Scarlet Witch arm extend, Jesus on the cross visual here. And for y'all to be giving me these very specific visuals linked to the powers of the 2 leading witches, and it means nothing, y'all gonna have to give me more than that. You're gonna have to clear it up. She looked like the Scarlet Witch vision Wanda had down in, I'm forgetting the name of this place, but she originally caught the powers of the Mind Stone. There was a very specific color to use, this yellow gold. And now we have these yellow gold bullets and we have her doing the Scarlet Witch symbolism pose. Tadeo says gold was because she was reacting to kinetic energy. It must only be like 3 colors that matter, dog. Like, see, now if you didn't waste orange and brown, y'all could have had more options. Now y'all recycling colors and they don't even relate. Thank you for the clarity, Tadeo. Oh, come on. Now my program is stuck. Okay, here we go. This was a plot point that was hella lazy. Darcy appeared out of nowhere, casually and perfectly on time, crushing Hayward. Like, this was lazy as hell, but she's sitting in a truck for like 2 episodes. Like, where was she? Like, Vision versus Vision. Love this dialogue. It was beautiful metaphors where they can admit that neither is the true vision. Both are the true vision. And that was really beautiful exchange here. The blank vision has the body, the Technicolor Negro himself, got the memories, got the soul, got the Mind Stone. So they're literally split half and half. Neither is true, both are true, right? And ironically, both, you know, Wanda and Hayward, they mirror each other in their intentions and the things that they do. Both versions of Vision are here against their will. They're only in existence to serve the person that they came from. So to empower blank vision, Technicolor unlocks his full memory storage, having blank vision say, I am vision. Peels off. Where did he go? Here's the thing. His hardwiring told him that he has to defeat the Vision and he has to defeat Wanda Maximoff. So even if he had this conversation and unlocked the full memories, does that combat what he's hardwired to do? What did he peel off to go do? We just ain't never seen him again. Cool, it's okay. Well, maybe we'll get to it in the movies. Let's talk about the ruins. Because Agatha lied, she lied, she lied. Promising Wanda's safety. If you just give me all your powers, you can have this little place. I'm gonna go ahead and leave y'all alone. Little fingers crossed behind her back and shit. And right before she feels like she's got all of the power, tries to off Wanda. Whoops. And with the lesson learned in our last episode, Wanda recreates the ruins in Westview, prohibiting Agatha from using her powers. A little inside fun fact, this is a nod to the comics House of M, where Agatha in the comics was Wanda's mentor. So the fact that she like learns a lesson here from Agatha, even though Agatha here is the antagonist and the enemy, you pay a little homage to the story origins and things like that. Becoming the full-on Scarlet Witch. Monica's just standing there like, what? She's just standing. Find out what happens to unseasoned Vision at the same Marvel time, same Marvel channel. The Blank Panther, please. Please. Witch Boy Comey says, not white in a black man's pocket. I'm not messing with y'all on today, okay? I'm not messing with y'all on today. Y'all are crazy. Wanda beats Agatha's ass and imprisons her to the nosy neighbor Agnes. The end meets the beginning. We see Agnes here dressed in gray, the same as we met them episode 1. Wanda pays Monica dust, bro. Like she paid her. You jumped in front of my babies and took 3 bullets for him, and Wanda hit her with the, bitch, I better not see the back of your head. I swear, folks. I took 3, you see? My thing is this. Monica could have died for them kids, like for real. Like Monica could have died because she didn't know where her powers were, but she was willing to die for them 2 babies, and you about to go home and end them anyway. So then what would have been the reason for Monica's sacrifice? Yeah, I'm gonna smack the mailman when I see him. Just because he was involved and he had it too easy, like just because he was involved, bro. Wanda hit her with the, you didn't even open your mouth to say thank you. I have another question, just for story's sake. So in the beginning, before this all happened, Vision fully knows Wanda changed her mind from the beginning. Like in the beginning, they agreed to fight together to save Westview. This is our home. This is what's going to happen. She's in denial. He's riding with her. We love her, ride or die. Cool. But now, without any further conversation or without any like further agreement, he's in full understanding of the fact that she's going to destroy Westview and sacrifice her own family, because that wasn't the choice about 10 minutes ago. So here's where I'm at with it, right? Because we understand that Vision is evolved from Wanda's Mind Stone powers from her internal, right? She carries the powers of the Mind Stone inside of her, so she can project a full creation of Vision. But it's sort of like, it was in the beginning sort of like a piece of her mind, her own reflection of her. It wasn't quite Vision. So I can't tell where like Wanda begins and Vision ends. Because sometimes he's so fully self-realized, and sometimes he seems to be up under her mental control again. Like, we saving Westview? Yes, daddy. All right, see you at 6. Then it's like, I'm gonna die? Yes, baby. All right, let's go home. Elle, stop playing with me. Elle says Vision is her rib. Literally. That's just my personal question story-wise. Like, we're on board, we're gonna save Westview. We see all the nonsense happen, then it's like, true, we do gotta die. All right, well, let's go die then. You ain't saying nothing but a word. In the real world, the sun is out. In Wandavision, the sun is setting on her fantasy. It is the end. And we can see that surrounded by white lights, white homes. We are heading back to the reality, which is death. So we come back to 1. Again, in the theme of numerology, this is the 9th episode in numerology. 9 represents the end of a cycle, but take a look at the address on their home. It's 2800. In numerology, you keep adding every single digit until you come back to a single digit. So 2800 will equal 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. 1 marks the completion of a cycle into a new beginning. That's the address of her home. We're starting a new beginning. And we can see the colors come into play, right? The blue and the white, there's no more fantasy, so yellow is out. We're heading back into reality and facing death. So we see the reality blue and the white death colors here. And even when she's saying goodnight to Billy and Tommy, it mirrors the beginning of how we met them. Surrounded by blue and white. And if there was one thing I was right about in this entire series, it was the death of these babies. That's literally the only thing I was right about. So it's mirroring the same thing. They take the blue and white beds, the red looming behind them as Westview is closing, symbolizing the completion of their fate. And we say, Daddy's home. And it only took 9 episodes for this witch to admit the truth. Vision asked Wanda, what am I? Again, making me question the fact that Vision is an actualized being created from Wanda, but I wonder if Wanda is asking this to herself through Vision. She has to admit to him that he is her grief. Woo. The writers, they miss the mark sometimes, but when they're ready, they show off, okay? The writers showed off here. You are my grief. Wires, blood, bone, a piece of the Mind Stone that exists in me. You are my sadness. You are my hope. But most of all, JustLatasha. Let the Lord say, you are my love. It's writing. Okay. Writing. So I asked, is she admitting this to him or is she admitting this to herself? Was she silenced or silent? All right, I'd have to throw that in there. Admitting grief is the hardest part of it, right? So many people do not even reach the point where they can say out loud or admit to themselves they are sad and something is wrong. A lot of us don't even get there. It took her ass 9 episodes, but she got there, okay? She got there. Westview is over. Honestly, when she's walking past the people, she needs to hit them with one more sorry. Too quiet for me. And I also want to attend to the fact that even though Agnes is imprisoned in her role as a nosy neighbor, she still got that damn necklace on. And this witch likes jewelry too much for my liking. Wanda didn't take that brooch off. I don't know. Let's head into the first post-credit. Monica is led to an empty theater in Westview by an FBI agent who turns out to be a Skrull in disguise. And a Skrull is an alien race with the power of shape-shifting in Captain Marvel. Y'all going off about Vishon. He fine, ain't he? He's fine, ain't he? They put a gold chain on him in the chat and on Twitter. I said, now y'all speaking my language. Okay. Okay. Now Vishon look like red velvet cake. Callis says, and at the end, all of the citizens are in blue/muted colors because they are now back to life, back to reality. Benny says, I wanted the townspeople to jump her so bad. They was thinking about it. They really was thinking about it. But they seen her when she's mad and it's not worth it. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. Let's get into this first post-credit before we head up out of here, y'all. Monica is led to an empty theater by an FBI agent who turns out to be a Skrull, who says, I was sent by an old friend of your mother's. And this is from Collider.com. The friend is hypothesized to either be Skrull Talos or Nick Fury. I'm sure I'm saying something wrong because I did not watch Captain Marvel. It was so boring. Last we saw Talos, he was impersonating Fury on Earth in Spider-Man Far From Home, while the real Fury was seen on a Skrull spaceship investigating something. Okay, so this may be teasing the idea that Monica is being summoned by either Talos or Nick Fury, which might explain how she comes into play in Captain Marvel 2. So set up. Now that yellow no longer means fantasy world because Wandavision is canceled and closed. I wonder what the colors red and yellow mean here for our girl Monica. But the fact that she's more covered in red than anything else, I hope my sis is okay. She's been through a lot, all right? And Monica finally gets to work in outer space, which was her original wish. She don't even want to work down here. It's for the regulars. Okay, y'all are hoping for Nick Fury? Cool. You guys are guessing Fury. Very nice. I'm glad you guys are satisfied with that because this, by far, was my favorite part. So powerful. Post-credits 2. Again, the end is the beginning. We see Wanda far, far away wearing gray as she started in episode 1, that gray color, right? Again, from Collider.com. This series would serve as a primer for the sequel to Doctor Strange 2, entitled Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And a lot of the times when we did see her headpiece, it seemed like there were 2 M's sitting here, which would be cute for the Multiverse of Madness, right? And while she's here, we see the physical Wanda making tea, sitting outside, grieving, doing what she's supposed to do, but she's astro projecting. I said, oh, it's another bitch. I love that. I really did enjoy Doctor Strange. That was a fire movie. I enjoyed Doctor Strange a lot. But it's highly possible during her astral projection while studying the Darkhold, Wanda is tapping into multiple universes. And there exists one or a few, but there exists one universe in which she and Vision actually did have children. And those children are alive, well, and real. And so while she's studying and tapping into, she found one where her babies are. And y'all done pissed that girl off. Now, an upset Wanda is not where we all need to be. We need to be safer than that, okay? She fucked up in Africa. She fucked up in Jersey. We know what she's capable of. We know what happens when a white woman is angry or sad. It becomes all of our problem. And that's true in any walk of life, huh? Isn't it? You guys seen the Meghan Markle interview. Last thoughts before we get out of here. Let's see what y'all saying down to the chat. Everybody's like, we got to go watch Doctor Strange. We got to go rewatch Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was a good movie. Mara says, getting into that evil book, child. We need to know if we're getting mutants or not. I don't even think Marvel knows. I don't think they knew in this finale. Yes, Mika's Wisdom says she is still depressed. Absolutely. That is called delayed grief. See, wherever you go, there you are. You confront like you ain't sad, but all you're doing is holding it and just dragging it throughout all these experiences where you're pretending to be happy. So when you finally have to deal with it, it's still right there. It was waiting for you at the door. It was waiting for you. Dee says, let's reunite this one with her kids so she could chill out. I told y'all let her keep Jersey because see what y'all did now? Now it's more niggas coming. And Monica's not even here no more. She said she went to space, dog. It's too much. Is she going to kidnap another Wanda's kids? I don't know. I hope not. LaWanda. LaWanda's going to go get her man and her kids. What's the currency in Scroll? How much child support she owe? Because while she was out here astral projecting, she wasn't in that universe paying for them kids. I want to see the Carol and Monica reunion. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably not going to be there. Captain Marvel was such a boring ass movie. I cannot get past the first act. I swear to God. And I tried like 3 times. And I know it's like a feminist movie, and like they were doing so much gaslighting where women are not supposed to be emotional. You're too emotional with your and I know that was the point. Like she's supposed to rise up against that, but hearing it, oh God, you're too emotional. You can't control your powers. Prove to me I don't have to prove anything. Like, please, oh my God. I need to see Monica in that fine ass blue Marvel. Monica is bigger than this. She needs to go to space. They don't know how to utilize her gifts down here. Hello? And let's do it. I want to thank y'all so much for being here and joining me on the season finale of WandaVision. If you're not a patron, you're going to be missing 2 extra live shows a month. Get over on Patreon right now, patreon.com/JustLatasha. Also follow me on social media, JustLatasha on Instagram, JustLatasha404 on Twitter. Subscribe, y'all. Like, y'all. Subscribe, y'all. Like, y'all. Share the love with this channel. Let's see some hearts in the chat on the way out. Let's do it. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. This is a love. Y'all know how we do. It's a love room. Why do y'all deal with me? I really don't know. Thank you so much for being here. I always have an awesome time with you guys. Y'all keep me laughing and cracking up because it's TV. It's fun. Okay, and that's what I like to do. I like to spread love and fun. That's all I want to do. All right. Happy Monday. I will see you guys on Thursday with a piece of script, little bite-sized dissection. So be cool on the internet, y'all. Bye.